Revelio.
That was it! Half a bottle of flabbergasted.
Revelio.
We were merely musing on the state of affairs. I don't even find her interesting. She's a bore. A dreadful bore.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
Revelio.
What do we have here? A demigod. Mine now, demiguys.
knowledgeable. I hope those assignments...
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself, even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your target. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Levioso! Capolso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Capolso!
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do?
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
The art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Expelliarmus!
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignment?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible, perhaps before you leave here.
Arresto momentum.
That's it.
Repulso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her? Tell them what she'd done?
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me.
Revelio. Revelio.
Bad for hybrid. Something tentacular.
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Depulso. Confringo. I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you... Plants, please.
Levioso. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Flipendo.
Now, well... Oh, yes. The greenhouse
Levioso.
won't keep itself
Descendo.
without a nap
Expelliarmus.
from me.
Confringo. Levioso. Arresto momentum. Accio. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Descendo. Revelio. 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 Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here. You can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazles in the farthest pen?
This way. The Kneazles are over here.
Oh, couple of Kneazle whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Ugh, stupid thing. Oh.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help.
A happy beast is a giving beast. That's what Professor Howen always says, at least. If we treat them well, they'll treat us well.
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Where are the lions? I would like to see a huge Gryffindor lion in this class for once.
Poppy helping you out? She's brilliant with beasts. Pity she's not as good with people.
I'd love to have pet beasts at home, but with my uncle travelling all the time, there'd be no one to look after them.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst. Over here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody. So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howen, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea. The poachers seem a dangerous lot.
They don't scare me. Besides, I'd do anything to keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Deke.
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along, then. Our first stop...
I wonder if you might stop... Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the poffle of puffskeins nearby. It would be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. Hello, Deke. Can you remind me how to use the knapsack?
First, get close to the beast. Then, point the mouth of the bag.
Lumos. Revelio.
You got one!
Now, I'm only trying to help.
Revelio.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Lumos.
Revelio. There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Arresto momentum. Revelio. Arresto momentum.
Professor Howard will never believe this. I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Arresto momentum. I'll look after you. Revelio. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Deke, what am I meant to be doing again?
You shall try to find a moon...
Revelio. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Protego. Arresto momentum. everything's all right now. Revelio. Arresto momentum. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvellous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready. Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. Oh! Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio. Protego! Confringo! Levioso! I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you for your help, Deke. Revelio.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean you can't.
Glad you came. I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly make an impression.
Revelio.
Do let me know when you've had a chance to visit Dot.
Aloha, Mora. Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demi-guys. Revelio. Revelio.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool, he's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. He'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
This place has seen better days. Revelio. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Thought we'd forget about that common help.
Chalcendo! Levioso! Expelliarmus!
Enough! Now put...
Hardly.
Confringo! Descendo! Levioso!
Is this your best
Expelliarmus! Your poaching days are over. Revelio. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Revelio. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Confringo! Revelio! That's at least one hawk lump. Getting there. Just a few more hawk lumps to harvest. Revelio. 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 Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Potato! Stupefy! Glacius, Confringo, Expelliarmus, Defendo. Glacius. Confringo, Expelliarmus, Defendo. Confringo, Potato, Stupefy, Expelliarmus, Glacius, Defendo. Confringo, Glacius, Defendo. Revelio. Potato. Stupefy. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Defendo. Stupefy. Glacius. Confringo. One less foul, hulking brute. Almost there. That's all the Hawk Lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio. This must be Sorona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back. Revelio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps.
That curiosity young people tend to nurture never ends well for them, does it?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupid one!
What have you done?
Glacius! Expelliarmus!
Stop right there! You may want to...
Protego! Glacius! Confringo! Defendo!
Oops. No.
Protego!
Admiral strength. 'Twasn't nothing. Avoiding our problem. A puff skein could deal a bigger blow.
Protego! Stupid one!
Nothing. Nothing more than luck.
Stupid one!
A mere irritant.
Protego! Stupid one!
I've seen billywings with more sting.
Stupid one!
Nuisance! That's all you are! You'll have to fight him! I've seen billywings with more sting.
Protego! Stupid one!
A puff skein could deal a bigger blow.
Stupid one!
A mere irritant.
Protego! Stupid one!
'Twasn't nothing.
Stupefy!
Nothing. Nuisance! That's all you are!
Protego!
Admirable strength! A puff scheme could deal a bigger blow.
Avoiding us.
I've seen Billywigs with more sting. Stop messing around like a... Twasn't nothing. I've seen Billywigs with more sting. A mere irritant.
Protego!
Nothing! Nuisance! That's all you are! No, too harsh.
Protego!
You'll have to fight him. Nothing.
Stupid!
I've seen Billywigs with more sting.
Stupid one.
My ear. Marvelous strike.
Stupid one.
I've seen Billywigs with more sting.
Protego!
Admirable strength.
Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Arresto momentum! Protego! Stupid! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Revelio!
Wonder who lives here.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where, precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists. I won't go near them.
I'm unfortunately...
My...
Come now, don't be stingy.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Over here!
Confringo! Arrest the momentum. Confringo! No! Protego!
Not quiet enough. You're like stupid. One less human till someone's here.
Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Your little magic trick won't distract me!
Arrest the momentum.
I know you're
Defendo! Confringo!
No!
Protego! Stupefy!
I won't rest. Dead.
One camp down, one more to go. Confringo! Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus! Defendo!
No! Oh, I will make you pay.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio.
How nice of you.
Expelliarmus! Arresto momentum. Defendo! Protego!
I shall avenge your death. That was unimpressive.
Confringo!
Someone thinks they can outlast me! You're really not very good at this, are you?
Arresto.
Still hoping to survive this, are you?
Confringo!
I'll get you.
Expelliarmus!
How did you do that?
Won't get away with that. This will
Can't handle a little altercation.
Confringo!
I shall avenge your death.
Stupid one! Defendo! Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus! Protego! Confringo!
You won't survive this, my young friend.
Defendo! Stupid one! Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Barbara White coming back this way. Seems your heart isn't in this. Oh!
Arresto momentum.
That was pitiful.
Protego!
Lucky that's all.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Arresto momentum. Defendo!
No! Let's get it. I won't rest until you're dead. How nice of you to
Confringo!
stop by. Are you sure?
Expelliarmus! Arresto momentum. Defendo! Protego! Confringo! Stupefy!
I don't have time for this.
pagan child!
Confringo!
I won't rest.
Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Confringo! Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Defender.
No! I will make you pay.
Confringo. Protego. Stupefy.
Why can't I hit you?
Confringo. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Defender. Stupefy. Confringo.
Both camps cleared. Madam Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Revelio.
Rather unwise coming.
You only have Ranrock to blame. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Arresto momentum. Protego.
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
That I do, but what's a student like yourself doing out here? Got yourself lost, did you?
Need a little rest from classes. Can't stay in the castle all the time.
No, of course not. Never meant to imply otherwise. Bit of a wanderer myself, in fact. Name's Leopold Babcock, and I am indeed here to sell. Now, for someone like yourself who is also prone to wander, I cannot understate the importance of keeping some Wiggenweld potion on hand. I wouldn't dare set foot in a place like the Forbidden Forest without a steady supply. What do you say, my young friend? A measure of safety for the path ahead?
Something to consider. Thank you for your help, Mr. Babcock.
Aye, let me know if you see something you like.
What do you have for sale?
I shall hope to do business with you again. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor Captain, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you. Sincerely. Thank you for passing through.
in the house.
Revelio.
I could use some gold.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practising dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. Shame, really. With Ranrock's camps cleared out, I have a feeling he'd have given up on dark magic altogether.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knit. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sirona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sirona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Where's Ego? Stupefy! Stupefy! Confringo! Protego! Arresto Memento! Expelliarmus! Defender!
Is that Inferius wearing a woolly jumper? That must be Bardolph.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Arresto Momentum! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Revelio!
An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him.
Arresto Momentum!
There. I'm not going to hurt you. Oh, no, you don't.
Arresto Momentum!
I'll look after you.
Arresto Momentum!
Do cooperate, won't you?
Revelio! Arresto Momentum! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Revelio! Protego! Stupefy! Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Stupefy! Glacius! Revelli! Protego! Levioso! Revelio!
Now, I'm only trying to help.
Arresto momentum.
Everything's all right now.
Glacius! Levioso! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Protego! Stupefy! Flipendo! Stupefy! Flipendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Protego! Flipendo! Glacius! Flipendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Protego! Stupefy! Glacius! Confringo!
Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Glacius. Flipendo. Protego. Flipendo. Glacius. Confringo. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Glacius. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Flipendo. Confringo. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Confringo. Confringo. Flipendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo.
Confringo! Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Flipendo! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Confringo! Glacius! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Eight legs is simple. Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defender. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Glacius. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Arresto Momentum. Arresto Momentum. Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio.
The curiosity they teach at Hogwarts will not serve you well.
Revelio. Arresto. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacius, Defendo, Confringo, Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Revelio. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Protego. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Now. I'm only trying to help.
Betting on the dragon fight was the best. Oh, I heard something.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Revelio. Glacius! Arresto momentum. Glacius! There. I'm not going to hurt you. Revelio! Arresto momentum. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Everything's all right now.
look after you.
Revelio. I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Protego!
Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Glacius! Protego! Glacius! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defender! Flipendo! Potato! Flipendo! That was a close one. Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! 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 Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Stupefy!
An intruder! An intruder!
Expelliarmus! Defendo! Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo!
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Defender! Revelio!
Somebody do something! Oh, sweet quiet.
Stupefy! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Protego! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Protego! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Glacius! Revelio! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defendo! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Stupefy! Protego! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defendo!
How nice of you to stop
Confringo!
by. Oh, little moon cub. Far from home, eh?
Defendo!
An intruder!
Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender!
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Confringo! Protego! Revelio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Glacius!
Ranrock won't be stopped!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Such arrogance.
Confringo! Stupefy!
One less human to worry about.
Glacius!
You will suffer.
Confringo! Revelio! Confringo!
You're like a clump of beneath my feet.
Arresto Momentum! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo!
You fight about
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Glacius!
You call that spell? You will regret coming here.
Confringo!
Hit it all. I was right not to be worried about you. Is that it?
Revelio!
Impressed? You'll pay for that hit.
Confringo!
You're making this
Expelliarmus!
too easy.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
Almost.
Defendo! Confringo!
But again, I beg you. I could do this for hours.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defender. Protect. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Dagger. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Protect! Glacius! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Defender! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Protect! Defender! Should think they felt that in London.